Welcome back to ETV for the first newscast of the semester. We are looking forward to providing you with the latest in Edinboro news, sports, and events. I'm Jess Kunz.
And I'm Michael Telek. This is your weekly news update. Edinboro University hosted the 20th Annual Highland Games and Scottish Festival over the weekend. The campus was overtaken by the rich traditions of Scotland, including world-class musicians, fine gift vendors, Highland dance and athletic competitions, clan gatherings, and traditional Scottish foods. ETV's Bryan Baumgartner has the story.
Thousands of people immersed themselves in a sea of kilts this weekend at Edinboro University at the 20th anniversary of the Edinboro Highland Games and Scottish Festival. The event featured world-class musicians, fine gift vendors, Highland dance and athletic competitions, Scottish clan gatherings, and traditional Scottish food.
So it's a lot of different competitions, are the games, and then the festival includes the Scottish clans gathering here. We have about 20 different Celtic vendors selling different clothing and glassware and jewelry and all kinds of fun Scottish stuff.
The event serves the purpose of not only celebrating Scottish heritage, but also educating people on the rich tradition and heritage that the Scots share.
Here we get together, we joke, we laugh, we have fun. The people in Scotland actually credit us in America keeping the Scottish history alive because we have these festivals.
The anchors of the Highland Games include the Pro-Am Heavy Athletics Competition, the Highland Dance Competition, and the U.S. National Scottish Fiddle Competition.
Yeah, the culture's great. The culture's a big part of it, and the festivals are fun, the food's great.
Much of the crowd is drawn to the heavy athletics competition that features 5 events based on traditional Scottish competitions.
People throwing heavy things here. They're tossing the caber, which is a tree. They're trying to flip it over. They're putting the stone and throwing the hammer and throwing weights. So.
Smith won every event at the 2013 Games and captured the overall championship.
Oh, it's a good short day, and everything went well. Managed to win every event.
The 2013 Edinboro Highland Games and Scottish Festival featured record-breaking attendance, and Dr. Tim Thompson hopes that they can carry this momentum forward in the years to come.
This year was awesome. The weather makes all the difference, of course. People look outside and they see nice weather and they say, oh, the games are going on, and they wander over, and it's really made a big difference for the attendance. This is probably the most people we've ever had. I think we're over 5,000 this year.
Geoscience professor and Edinboro Planetarium director Dr. David Hurd attended a NASA launch on Friday, September 6th in Wallops Island, Virginia. The event launched the Lunar Atmosphere and Dust Environment Sphere, or LADEE. LADEE will orbit the moon and monitor the moon's composition to determine if the moon has an atmosphere. Dr. Hurd's role in the launch included public engagement and sharing his tactile book about lunar craters, which he wrote with support from NASA. Dr. Hurd has worked with NASA on multiple projects to share science with the blind and visually impaired. LADEE will have a controlled crash into the moon when the mission is over.
Erie's Tall Ships Festival brought in 9 tall sail ships to the Lake Erie Bayfront this weekend. The festival honors the 1813 Battle of Lake Erie when U.S. Commander Oliver Hazard Perry captured 6 British Royal Navy ships. Guests could visit more than 70 vendors and tour the ships, including Erie's own Brig Niagara. More than 60,000 people were expected to attend the 4-day event. The festival ended the 2-year Perry 200 commemoration celebration sponsored by the Jefferson Society.
Chaos is coming to Cooper Science Hall this semester. Cooper Hall's Ambassadors of Science, CHAOS, is a new student organization dedicated to promoting science to the surrounding community. CHAOS will host tours and other events in Cooper's recently renovated facilities. CHAOS was founded by Edinboro senior Brittany Lennox. Lennox says that the mission of CHAOS is to inspire children to embrace science. Dr. David Hurd will advise the group. SGA will determine the status of CHAOS when Congress convenes for the first time this semester. CHAOS is open to all interested Edinboro students. For more information, contact eupchaos@gmail.com. And stay tuned because coming up we have entertainment news followed by global news.
Anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Danse, balance sur la cadence. On lève bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back to Entertainment News. I'm Taylor Johnson. The Edinboro film series will crank the amps up to 11 this week as they present This Is Spinal Tap on Thursday, September 12th at 8:30 p.m. in the Pogue Student Center Cinema. The classic mockumentary follows the fictional band Spinal Tap on their comeback tour as they deal with small crowds and, more importantly, each other's egos. The film will be introduced by filmmaker and Edinboro professor Brad Patillo. Students are admitted free of charge with a student ID. Also playing this week at the Pogue Student Center Cinema is Iron Man 3, the most lucrative blockbuster of this past summer's movie season. This time around, Tony Stark, played once again by Robert Downey Jr., finds himself at odds with the Mandarin, who is portrayed by Oscar winner Ben Kingsley. Also starring in the movie is Gwyneth Paltrow, Guy Pearce, and Don Cheadle. The movie will play on Wednesday and Thursday at 5 p.m., on Friday and Saturday at 6 and 9, and on Sunday at 2 p.m. Admission is free for students and only $1 for the general public. And on Sunday, September 15th at 8 p.m., Tracy Ashley will be performing stand-up comedy at the Pogue Student Center Cinema. Ashley has appeared as a semi-finalist on NBC's Last Comic Standing, as well as on TV Land and Bravo. Students who attend will have a chance to win $50. Stay tuned for Global News.
I love when I do college shows and I ask that question, what year Abraham Lincoln was elected into office, because there's always one student that knows. They always shout it out, but I love it. There's always that one that gives me the way wrong answer. One student shouted out, 19! I said, stop right there. You are not going to graduate.
Bring this sweet.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome to Global News. I'm Justin Lubas. This week in Global News, the President will be making a televised announcement stating whether or not the United States will be entering into military relations with Syria. It has been said that even as political allies fear that his acknowledged power as an orator will be tested, given that polls show a majority of Americans opposed to his plan for military action. Although some find it weird that our grandparents are on Facebook, something even more bizarre is happening in Tehran, Iran. The President, Hassan Rouhani, is encouraging his whole cabinet to make their Facebook profiles open and available for the public. This is bizarre because the country actually discourages its citizens to become involved in social media. Stay tuned for weather, followed by sports.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Hello there, I'm Dorean Churn, and let's take a look at the week's weather forecast. We're going to start off on Monday. Look at that. Partly sunny skies, high 79 with a low of 68 degrees. On Tuesday, ooh man, that's going to be a hot one tomorrow, everyone. On Tuesday, 90 degrees with a low of 72. On Wednesday, we got, we all know this by now, everyone. It's hump day. We have showers likely in the area as high as 88 with a low of 66 degrees. On Thursday, we have showers likely in the area, but we also have a dramatic change in temperatures. 72 for the high with a low of 54 degrees. On Friday, the last day of the school week, 61, partly sunny skies with a low of 43 degrees. And let's start on the weekend, everyone. No sunny skies, high 63 with a low of 46 degrees. And on Sunday, it's sunny, partly sunny skies, high 70 with the low of 57 degrees. A nice little recovery after that rain showers in the middle of the week. Now let's take a look at the week's trivia question. What is the record low temperature for the month of September? A, 23, B, 33, C, 46, or D, 18? I can tell you right now, A and D, cross them off. It's between B and C, everyone. Let's take a look at today's trivia question. And it's B, 32 degrees. Yes, that is the coldest temperature in the month of September. Well, after these commercial breaks, join us back here with sports.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Good evening, I'm Bryan Deibel, and I'll be bringing you all of this year's Fighting Scots sports action. All the Fighting Scots fall athletic teams kicked on to full gear this past week. Football started off their season against Walsh. The Scots got a chance to play at Fawcett Stadium, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. It was Walsh that got out to an early lead in the game after a 70-yard drive. Running back Aaron Males scored on a 1-yard touchdown, putting the Cavaliers up 7-0. The Fighting Scots were quick to answer after a good defensive play by Delano Farber, who undercuts the receiver to catch the ball for an interception. This would lead the way to Cody Harris getting an 11-yard touchdown pass to Darren Massey, turning the game into a 7-7 with 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Harris throws another 3-yard touchdown pass to Nick Helcom, who brings the Fighting Scots up to 14-7. Both the Fighting Scots and the Cavaliers would score again, bringing the game to 21-14 going into the half. Now moving ahead to later in the third, Borough up 28-21. Jeremy Donaldson caps off a 79-yard drive by pushing this 3-yard touchdown run, bringing the Scots up 35-21. Walsh then goes on to score 2 consecutive touchdowns, but on the second, instead of going for the extra point, they go here for the 2-yard for extra 2 points. But Borough brings a stop, bringing the game to 35-34. Then Walsh takes the onside kick and gets recovered at the Borough 45. In a last-minute ditch effort, Walsh sends up the Hail Mary pass right here, and the Borough defense quickly bats it away, giving Edinboro the win 35-34 to start off the season 1-0. And here's Coach Browning's thoughts after the game.
First game of the season, your number one goal is to walk away with a victory. And at times it wasn't pretty. At other times, I thought we played really well. And I think we have a lot of good things to build on now. All the mistakes we made, they're correctable. And I think we have a chance to be a pretty good football team.
The Fighting Scots take on 19th-ranked Bloomsburg in their home opener on Saturday. You can catch the game right here on ETV or stream it live online at edinboro.easystream.com. Up next, the Fighting Sports action, the women's soccer team showed a dominating performance in their home opener against Shippensburg University. The Lady Scots took an early lead in the first 3 minutes with a goal from 30 yards out by Allie Overly. The Scots would strike again in the 18th minute when Ashley DeVito gets a pass from Liz Debo and buries this one right in the upper left-hand corner. Then Liz Debo makes a little move here, past the defender, and puts in her own goal from the top of the box with 22-25 left in the half, giving the Lady Scots a 3-0 lead. The Fighting Scots defense kept the Raiders off the board in the second half, giving them the win, and the goalkeeper, Megan Kelly, a shutout. The win brings the Lady Scots soccer to 1-1 overall and in the PSAC. The next game for the Lady Scots is Wednesday, September 6th against Lake Erie, and against Damon on Saturday against Lake Erie College. And you can also catch that game on edinboro.easystream.com. And in men's and women's cross country, they also had dominating performances this past week at the Fredonia Blue Devil Invitational. The Scots finished in first place with 17 points, taking 7 of the first 8 places, led by returning All-American Sarah Krolick. And on the men's side, Matt Link came in first, covering the 8K course in 25-27, followed by the rest of the Fighting Scots, who claimed the next 6 spots to catch the perfect score of 15 points. The Fighting Scots run again this weekend at the UW Parkside, Wisconsin Open in Summers, Wisconsin. I'm Bryan Deibel, and that was your sports news.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
And thank you for joining us this week of our daily newscast. Join us next week as we bring you all your Edinboro news. And if you have any store ideas, feel free to email us at edinborotelevision@gmail.com or reach us on Twitter at BoroTelevision.
And if you would like to get involved with ETV this semester, you can like our Facebook page, Edinboro Television Involvement, for updates and opportunities. Thanks for watching.